On October 8th, the Saginaw Parishioners On Patrol kicked off the 100 Days of Nonviolence initiative. The purpose of this initiative is for the Saginaw community to rally around the youth in the community and provide activities that send positive messages to the community to stop violence. Soul Issue talked with Pastor Larry Camel and Willie Haynes to learn more about this exciting initiative.
So, tell us, what is that about, Pastor Camel?
100 Days of Nonviolence is an initiative that started in Birmingham, Alabama, and focus on crime and violence. And Saginaw has been in the past noted as being the #1 crime city per capita. And we have been working toward bringing that reputation down and bringing crime down. And this is an initiative that we feel that can motivate the community, mobilize the community to come together and work together to wrap our arms around our young people. And in Birmingham, they took the young people and put them in the media. And they were leading the way with this 100 Days of Nonviolence. Young people reaching other young people. And I was really impressed that the skills and talents and abilities that the young people have, standing up, making a statement that they want their community to be nonviolent. They use the media, television, to get that message out. And we're kind of looking the same way with our young people. We've been in contact with WNEM TV5, and they have began to work with us to do commercials, to get them in commercials. KISS 107 has agreed to work with us to do some PSAs using young people getting positive messages out about nonviolence in our community. I'm just excited about what has already happened and what's going on in the future.
So what messages are they giving? I mean, you're saying you're using young people. Are these people who may have been involved in some type of violent incident? Are they victims of violence? I mean, who are these young people?
A lot of the young people have seen violence in their life. They have seen it in their homes, maybe in the streets, or also in the schools. If you take a survey of a lot of young people, which we did one time, we was talking to some of the students in some of the schools, we asked them to raise their hand, how many have seen violence in their home? They raised, quite a few of them raised their hand. How many have relatives who are in jail? How many have seen drugs being sold? How different problems like that young people are seeing every day. And actually, young people should not have to live in those kind of conditions. Adults should step up and try to improve the quality of life for every young person.
Okay. Okay, so you're saying that, and I understand it's for young people. So, but what are you doing in these 100 days? I mean, I understand the PSAs, but how is that going to affect or make the community nonviolent?
With the young people PSAs, they're writing poems and dramatic readings, but most of all, they're getting involved where they weren't involved. The excitement to see young people write a poem about these streets and then orderly say the poem with enthusiasm and being ready for the next opportunity. We're looking for them to take a lead in this. We want to put them out there. We're going to be videotaping them, getting them on YouTube, Facebook, putting the young people out there, giving them motivation to change the community. We also are asking for 100 men to come forward and 100 women to step forward.
Are there specific events too that you're doing in connection with this? Because you got 100 days.
Yeah.
So does that mean that the students are going to be on the air every day for 100 days? Or are there other opportunities to participate in the nonviolent time period?
Yes, we're focusing on working with Arson Watch. The 14th of October, they're going to be boarding up houses, and we want the community to come and get involved with that. The 28th of October, we're doing a prayer vigil at City Hall, where we're going to ask victims of gun violence to come out, and we're going to embrace them and support them. The 29th of October, we have our third Stop the Violence March, annual march, and we're asking the community to come out and support us, and as we take to the streets and bring awareness to this issue of crime and violence. Right now we have 100 black men coming out of Detroit who's already agreed to come to Saginaw We also have some motorcycle groups that's going to join us.
Okay.
So we're going to have a high time in Saginaw.
Very good.
Yeah.
And during that time period, are you doing something specifically to make sure that there is no violence? Because when I hear 100 days of nonviolence, I'm thinking, how are you monitoring that? Or
Well, we're working with other organizations like First Ward Community Center. Different organizations are putting on special events.
Okay.
And we are making sure those events are being publicized so everybody knows what's going on in the community. And we're trying to keep our young people active. And so they'll know what's going on, so they can't say there's nothing to do.
Okay.
We're trying to keep them busy.
And that's a very important key. You know, young people have to have something to do. So if anyone watching this is interested in helping out during that time period, what do you need?
We need volunteers.
Okay.
We need male adults and female adults. We need volunteers to help out. Regardless of who you are, you can help out. It's something you can contribute to the community. You can give some advice to a young person to help make that young person a better person. We all have some wisdom that we should be willing to share with someone.
Thank you for joining us today to talk about the 100 Days of Nonviolence. You know, in addition to that, we have an interview with some students coming up after this to talk about bullying in the school system. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
Let's stop the violence and focus on the children. To learn more about the 100 Days of Nonviolence in Saginaw, visit ParishonersOnPatrol.org.